Hey, Laura.
Hey, hon, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, so I just woke up a little while ago and
Hmm.
saw the title. I said, "Oh, here we go."
Hmm.
And then I decided to listen to some of it, and I heard German Lady on. And I know you
Oh,
guys are like way past this. I just want to address a couple of things
oh, of course.
that need to be addressed. Everyone's judging me on my initial reaction.
To the
Everybody's,
makeup lobster thing.
yeah,
Okay.
everybody's initial reaction would be like, "Whoa, you were just fucking burned by someone that you trusted for years." And you weren't burned because of her own conscience. You were burned because you pissed her off due to taking away someone's wrench. It was all revenge.
Um.
And I
So for
woke up to
me,
this. Hold
yeah,
on one
just for
second.
me. Oh,
And I woke up
okay.
to this. So my initial reaction was a knee-jerk reaction. But I wasn't the first. I mean, it was years ago, but I wasn't the first CPS caller. I certainly won't be the last. But you know what I was the first of? Someone that was fucking that owned it immediately, without question. Not one of these motherfuckers would ever admit that they did that. I took it. I said honesty is the best policy, and I fucking owned it, which is more than anybody in this motherfucking community has ever done. So they can kiss my motherfucking ass.
Well, yeah. What I was saying is, I don't. I mean, I've only heard bits and pieces. Like, I don't even care because there's so many fucking people. Like I was talking about earlier, like Mandolin.
Yep.
She went after your fucking kids and your
Yep.
family,
Sure did.
and she's talking about this on her channel with Hooker's channel. And so I was asking earlier, even on Darlene Nikki's, because they were talking about it, and I said, "Hey, I love Laura. That's it." And they were giving their opinions and stuff. And I don't know how many years ago was it?
3.
Three.
It was just about 3, like 2 3/4.
Okay. And so
2021.
for people that may not know what happened, so it was just like a CPS call, right?
It was a
And
CPS
I'm not
call.
trying to brush it off like it's nothing, but 3 years ago.
And the reason why I did it though, when she had got swatted, that I had nothing to do with, but when she had gotten swatted, her husband was like, get off the internet. So she was off the internet for a little while. Now, when there's a long backstory behind it, but she came after me hard, and we were really good friends. I mean, you know that. And she
Yeah.
came after me hard, and it was every single fucking day, 365 days of nonstop harassment. And what people forget, and I don't know why so many people forget this, but they do. If you target someone on the internet, it doesn't matter who it is, a single mom with kids, any single mom with kids, and
Mhm.
you target them every single day, you are literally trying to hurt their children because you're trying to take money out of their pocket. You are taking money out of their pocket. You're trying to bash them. You're doing all these things to fuck with them where you would say, oh, well, I'm going after the adult. No, you inadvertently are going after their kids. And I don't know why so many people don't get this. All I wanted was for her to shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. And every single day, her, Mandy Lynn, Hello Star, all of them, every fucking day.
I
Nobody
remember.
cared what it was doing to me. Nobody gave a shit if it had an effect on me. They didn't care. They didn't care if they were taking money out of my kids' mouths, even though at that time I was still working another job. But they had no care for my mental health, what I was going through every day. I just wanted her to shut the fuck up. And that's why I did what I did. After I did it, I regretted it. I said, I cannot believe I even went this far. I can't believe that I fucking did this. And we
Mhm.
put it aside. And everyone that was like, rah, 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 now we're all like, the bitch fucking deserved it. Somebody had to make a shut
Hold
the
on, I have
fuck
to pause you. Guys, Laura is my good friend outside of YouTube. We've been great to each other for since probably the beginning, just a couple rough patches. So she is welcome to say what she wants. I've had to block a
up.
few comments, but go ahead.
Am I cursing too much? Yeah.
No, it's just like you're just speaking your mind, and you're allowed to do that. So go ahead.
Did people want me to cry and be like all these fake ass bitches and cry hysterically and be like, oh my God, I can't change what happened in the past. The
Mhm.
only thing that I could do is change myself. And that is exactly what I did. Then she proceeded to talk about me for 365 days for the last 3 years. And I never called again. I just learned to ignore her. So when we have people hear my attitude, people hear my defense, yes, I am defensive. Why? Because I know how much I've changed. And all these fake people who've done worse, who've sat in panels of way worse, want to judge me, kiss my fucking ass.
Well, and I will say,
What I did was wrong. There's no excuse for it, and I'm not making any excuses for it, but nobody has a right to judge you until you're in that position. And until you're there, don't say what you're going to do.
well, and Laura, there's a lot of people that have, because I've always said, as far as where I came from on YouTube, the OGs, like, people say, oh, I love Natasha, but like Natasha's the big one, or Bullhorn Betty, or all these people that came later. The original OGs that ran, if you want to say the word community, were Molly, Laura, Makeup Mobster, Pink Lady Luck. She kind of got in
Yeah.
there, and Diane's channel. That was it. Everybody else, we were all beneath, kind of watching, witnessing, and we saw everything that was going on. Now, before my fucking cherry got popped and I snapped on people, I was always trying to help people get along. And I will say, like, I've always liked Makeup Mobster, but she always denied peace. She always kept going.
Yep.
And she just kept fucking going. And I would even talk to her outside of YouTube and on YouTube and be like, dude, can you just stop or this? And Molly was always the first one to say, sure, no, I'll stop. And she wouldn't. So
Nope.
you guys have to understand, like, I don't even know the exact details of what happened or what you doxed or what you did or if you called CPS, but you guys have to fucking understand when people poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke, you snap. And then you
Nope.
take accountability later, whether it's 3 years later or not. Sometimes you don't tell people at all until it gets exposed. So
Exactly.
I don't fucking judge you for that because first of all, it was 3 years ago. Second of all, I have seen Makeup Mobster poke the fuck out of people.
And we're not even talking like a YouTube beef where a lot of these people that are judging me can't handle someone talking about them for a week, let alone 4 years, let alone at that time was a year, every single fucking day.
All right,
And
hold on. Let's clear this up. Your intention to hurt a child, Laura?
not at all.
Okay, there you
So
go.
what
Had
was the
nothing to do with hurting a child.
Sorry,
hang
what's
on
Elian?
Hang on then. So what was the intention then?
That's a good
Well-
question. She said, "What was the intention?"
To get her to shut up about me. Let me
Yeah,
also
and there was
add,
a lot.
I'm not gonna
First of all,
get
you
an
guys,
attorney.
there's a lot of negative shit back then. Like a lot of, I think everybody on this panel pretty much was not there back then. A lot of people in the chat I've never seen back then. There was a lot of like back then people didn't really go real life, a little bit, but they would bring. It was a little bit more PG than it is now, but they were brutal.
Mhm.
But not only that, I'm not saying that Makeup Mobster has gone real life, but by doing the things that Makeup Mobster has done or said, you lead people into wanting to go real life on others.
Yep.
So when you get pushed to that point, like I've been to that point and I've doxed the fuck out of people and I have no fucking regrets because I'm like, dude, if you're gonna do it to me or fuck me over and try to fuck my life up, I'm doing it to you. It's not okay, but I have. But anyways, sorry.
Can I just
Mother.
say something for a second?
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna-
if she's got beef with the mother, then why bring a child into that beef? Why use a child as a weapon towards someone on this platform when they
Well,
have
again,
nothing to
I was
do?
just going to ask.
but your
what's actually
mindset
going
3
on.
years ago, you're 3 years
I don't
later.
even know
So
what's
That's
happening.
still no excuse though, Robbie.
no, it's not an excuse, but like 3 years ago, I've done fucked up shit to people that I would never do today.
I mean, listen,
What's
I mean,
happening? What's
Robbie-
actually going on?
Robin's in the chat and she'll tell you, and people have heard me say that I was going to call CPS on her, and Robin knows me. We've known each other a long, long time. We did have our
Yes.
falling out and what have you, and I did threaten it. But I threatened it because I was backed into a corner, but I would never have done it. But I knew by just threatening her, it would hopefully get her to stop what was going on at the time. But I mean,
Right.
obviously, Robin knows that I would never have done it. But it was like a
Can I
threat. But
just say
even that,
one more thing though, and I respect everybody's opinion on this, but witnessing back then, like it was a much smaller community, and I'm not trying to compare and discredit anybody else because they're married or have a husband, but Laura has been a single fucking mother of 3 children for a long time, and they're finally off to college and stuff like that. I have witnessed
Well,
this.
2 of
over
them
the
are,
years.
not very, just
Okay,
2 of
2.
them are. One's
Okay.
still home.
And I have witnessed her be a single mother while she's having trolls come in her chat threatening her because of other channels attacking her, and all this fucking bullshit.
How
And
about
I'm
5
not
CPS
saying,
calls that I got?
yeah, I'm not saying that's an excuse.
yeah,
But what
okay.
I'm saying is there is, and I will say this with my face, if you provoke the fuck out of me, and I don't care if you just say it in my chat, if you fucking tell me you're coming after my family, you better bet your fucking ass that I'm going to dox yours or I'm going to do something else, and I don't care who they are.
Are you saying
And that's
Laura
present
had
day.
CPS
We're talking
called
3
on
years
her?
ago.
Ellen,
Sorry, go ahead.
Has Laura had CPS called on her?
I would say this, right?
Well, if you're a belligerent person, I will call CPS on YouTube because if you're showing unstable behavior and you're fucking streaming all the time and you have kids,
Right.
fuck
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Okay. That's one way. But what you've got to look at it as well, right? This is virtual reality, right? If it gets so bad, and I'm not, because I don't know Laura, but I know that if I was a single mother of 3,
Well, I do,
and
and
it
she's a good
was
person.
so bad on here, I would turn the switch off. I don't care what.
You can't when it's your income. You
But
can't.
this isn't an income. I'm
It is
sorry.
an income.
It is to
No,
Laura because she
no.
also does her candle business and she
Yes, I
does.
know, but this isn't. Look, we've seen channels out there that have got millions of subscribers and lose it just like that. You cannot use this as an income. You have other sources. I use this as part of my business, because I rely on my other business elsewhere. This here isn't real life, and I'm sorry, but if you feel that your children are being threatened like that, turn the damn thing off. That's what I'm going to say.
But you guys have to remember, this is not present day. This is
It
3
doesn't
years
matter,
ago.
Robbie, it doesn't matter whether it was 10 years ago. If you feel that you're being...
To me, it does, because people change.
No, Robbie, you haven't got children, right? That's no disrespect to you.
No, but like Nikki said, I have animals, and if
Yeah,
If I'm
Can I
getting
address
harassed
the
at
comment real quick. Nikki said, imagine if AJ called animal services. Well, guess what? AJ's a fucking troll. There's bitches that want to fuck with people online. So if the police came to my house and somebody called the police and said, oh, he has drugs, he has this, and they lied, the police would show up, or CPS or animal control. I don't have kids, animal control, and they'd see everything's fucking fine. Is it fucked up to do? Yes, it is. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is, do not fucking push people to their limits on here, because we actually fucking show our lives, we show ourselves, and people use that as a weapon and say, well, you put that out there, and they use it to abuse you. Like, that's their right to fucking use that, to use it against you, and it's not okay.
Okay, can I just say something else?
And Sally Ann, I'm not disagreeing. I love you. I'm just saying it's fucked up.
I love everybody, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
that if it gets to the stage where you feel like your household, your family are being harassed so badly, log off. This isn't real. This is not real life.
But when we log off, they go into our real
That's
life.
your opinion. That's
They
your
go into our real life when we log off.
somebody else. Then that's real life.
How about people become adults and stop getting off bullying other people on the internet? How's
I
that?
agree.
Because that's the better answer.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because what happens when somebody bullies you? You knock them the fuck out in real life. So how do you do that online?
The right
I'm
to
not
walk
saying it's
away
okay to go after
online.
children, but fuck you, bitch. If you want to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you too.
Yeah, but Robbie, how do you do it online? One, you turn the bloody computer off, or you go legal.
Well, that's something we're all learning together, for sure.
There's no reason to put another child at risk of being ripped apart from its mother. We've seen this happen in real life. This isn't real life. If you're getting so badly affected by what's happening here, turn it off, walk away. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? But
Well, I get that.
if you pick up that phone and you make that call and say, God forbid it, that CPS go round to that house when something isn't quite right,
God,
and that child gets ripped away from its parents, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's, you know, as a child myself, losing my mother when she died when I was 7, I can only imagine what a child would feel like being dragged away from its mother. That's me.
And I just want to say one thing too. Can you put yourself in that parent's shoes? How would you
Yeah,
feel?
because she has been there. She has.
Well, then
They've
how do
gone
you
after
feel
her
then?
kids.
How do you feel then?
Not good. I think that's why she did it in return, but I'll let her
It
answer.
doesn't what? So has anyone been taught what
Wait a
like?
minute. Just highlight Jerry's up there.
Yeah, but before I do, can I just say one thing? What is the most fucked up thing you guys did 3 years ago? Can you guys say?
3 years ago?
3 years.
The most fucked up thing was I supported NC.
That's it.
I believe so.
Well, no, I'm not saying like I don't believe. I'm saying like like for me, 3 years ago, I fucking doxed people that pissed me off and doxed me too first. So okay, if you can't say it out loud, or if you can't think of it right now, to you or anybody in chat, 3 fucking years ago, okay? And I don't care who it involves, elderly, kids, whoever, okay? Do you want somebody throwing that shit in your face right now if they found out today? And I understand, like what Sally Ann is saying, I do agree with, by the way, Sally Ann, I do. And Lonnie, but you have to understand, Laura is probably in a way different mentality right now, in a way different fucking place. And so preaching to her, she's probably gonna be like, yeah, dude, I learned from that. I didn't tell anybody. I was fucked up. I didn't say anything, but yeah, I already know. And people are, the outrage is new, but it's probably not new to her because she probably afterwards, like any human being does, like we have guilt.
You have to make peace with it.
You grow. Yeah. And she's not being dishonest about it. She's like, well, fuck, it was outed. Dude, listen, if my closest friends outed my motherfucking shit that I have said, or said that I wanted to fucking do, I've literally said, for entertainment purposes only, that I wanted to stab people to death for entertainment purposes only, to my closest friends. If they outed that shit and put me, can you imagine the outrage? Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Everybody does fucked up shit. And if you say you don't, you're fucking lying. I don't care if it involves children. Your vengeance and your revenge, whether it's insulting people's families or their children or their grandma or whatever, you all fucking do it, and so do I. So the first fucking unguilty person, put your motherfucking hand up, because I ain't gonna see no motherfucking hands. I'm not gonna see any.
I agree with that, Robbie. Absolutely spot on.
Fucking angel, Robbie. I've done nothing wrong on this platform.
No, we all listen. I don't care if you actually go real life, okay, or talk about people's families or their parenting, and I am not defending it. What I'm saying is, all y'all motherfuckers dox. And I don't care if you say you do it or not, you do it under troll accounts too, motherfucker. And you probably do it with children's names and all this shit, so shut the fuck up. And I'm not saying to you guys, okay? Because I love you guys.
Robbie,
don't fucking sit there and tell somebody that they did something fucked up that was found out from 3 fucking years ago.